This was my week 1 garden bench big build from series 3 of Handmade Britain's Best Woodworker, and I was immensely proud of this project, both in terms of the design and what I managed to achieve in the time constraints we had. There are also the red squirrel motifs on the top, which is a nod to one of the most beautiful yet endangered creatures that live in our back garden. Sadly, it's a little more grey squirrel than red now. As much as I was proud of what I accomplished with this build, in equal amounts I'm pretty ashamed of the state it is currently in. Instead of the beautiful contrast of oak and larch, the only contrast we see at the moment is greying wood and animal feces. And it's not as if I've been sanding, prepping and applying finish for the last 3 weeks. So whilst I'm stood in front of what could be the world's biggest colour tone catalogue, I'm going to pick one of these, get this prepped and bring this back to life. And I've decided on this one, the Sikkens Cetol 2-part system with a filter plus on top. Spoke to some of my website members and this certainly comes highly recommended in the trade, and it's also suitable for horizontal surfaces as well as vertical. So enough procrastinating from me. Although it is a very comfortable bench, I need to get off my backside, get this stripped back using my carbide scraper, sanding it down and getting it prepped for the new finish. Blimey, as with so many things in this part of the country, rain has stopped play. It's getting pretty heavy now. It's nearly July, so I can't carry on doing what I'm doing out here. So my solution is to pop the drawbridge down and get this inside, because it's going to be like this, I believe, for the next week. So pointless trying to put a finish on something when the weather's going to be like this, or even try and get it all sanded down. So hey, let's cue the Thunderbirds music and get the drawbridge down, eh? Hey. Okay, right, just needs wipe down with a tack cloth and we're good to go with the finish. But a change of plan. As I said earlier on in the video, my initial idea was to use the Sikkens Cetol with the filter +7 on top, like I used on 2 of the lengths of the outdoor cladding. However, there has been a development on them since I started filming this video, and as you can see here, for whatever reason, there's some kind of like almost like blistering starting to happen. These kind of like white little circular shapes, shall I say. It looks like something's popping, you know, like where there's been some kind of reaction with the wood. I don't know what the reason for that is. I'm going to do my homework a little bit more into that. But as a result of what's happening out there, I'm quite reluctant to use it on my garden bench, particularly on the horizontal, because if it happens on that and it becomes a little bit kind of gloopy in sensation, someone sits down on it, then I don't want them, you know, damaging the clothes. So I decided to run a little bit of a test. God, as if I haven't seen enough outdoor finishes recently. So the bench is going to be split into half, and I'm going to use on one half the Treatex Bangkirai Oil, which is also one of the finishes being experimented on with outside. Really easy to apply. I think it'll look quite smart on this. It'll darken it a little bit, but I think it'd be interesting to try it on some garden furniture. And the other one, which wasn't being used on the experiment outside, is from my friend Rob at Amicus UK, who I get the Heidelberg Prolignum hard wax oil from. Now, I had the pleasure of meeting Rob at the Materials and Finishes show, which ran just after Makers Central, so I had a really good chat with him, and you're going to see quite a few of his products appearing in future content coming up pretty soon as well. So I have got a few different ones which he sent me, but this one is, now I don't even know how to pronounce it, Vernites. Is it just Vernites, or is it Vernites or Vernites? I'm not sure. And he recommended this, which is the deck oil, which comes in different stains. This one's the teak. Highly recommended this product, both for like horizontal and vertical finishes. I'm going to be doing this, using this on a future video coming up, refurbing our front door, but I'm going to test it on this as well. So we're going to get half of it is going to get the Treatex Bangkirai oil treatment, and the other half is going to get the, is it Vernites, WB water-based deck oil, OLIO 97 matte. I'll leave links in the description. None of this is sponsored or affiliated or anything, so but I'll leave a link to Rob's Amicus UK website if you want to maybe check that out. Okay, so enough procrastinating. I've been saying that word quite a lot recently. I've got Aidan from the Aidan Project to blame for that. Get this wiped down, and it's good to get a finish on in here as well, in a climate controlled area, shall we say, and not looking up the skies thinking it's going to rain any moment. So yeah, let's get this done. I'll get minimum 2 coats of each on, possibly 3. We'll see how it goes. Right, it is like the second part of my Turner Prize nomination installation has been finished. I actually really like the way it looks. Just before I finish this video, in the comments please, which one, left or right? So as you're facing, do you prefer the darker teak style left or the slightly more natural Bangkirai Oil right? Please let me know, because you know your input, comments, feedback always makes a difference to the channel. It's just going to be interesting to see how they both weather. That's going to be the big test, isn't it? And again, like the experiment on the back, I will provide regular updates either via vlog videos, or if there's anything significant that's going to happen with them, then it might get a dedicated video itself. I've been staring at this all week. They've had 3 coats to complete this, and I still can't make my mind up. I do change between each one. I think this, when the Bangkirai Oil shows the colour contrast better between the oak and the larch, but I think this is the Vernites or whatever it's called, that kind of is a nicer finish. So but I do like them both, and I think it has a nice contrast, something a little bit different. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, folks. So thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate your support. It is rare that I do say it, but I'm trying to say it a little bit more. If you have enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, or even maybe subscribing to the channel would be amazing. If you're feeling really flush, then you might want to consider subscribing as one of my website members forum, which can be found via my website. It's £3 a month, and it gives you behind the scenes footage to videos like this and things that are going on in the workshop, ad-free versions of the YouTube videos and vlog style videos as well. All the details can be found on my website, link in the description below. Okay, as ever folks, take care, look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.